Wars, elections, diplomacy. The world is busy with a lot right now. But trust North Korea to always mix things up. It has launched an attack on the south, but before you imagine missiles, let me stop you. This attack involves balloons, and not just any balloons, balloons full of feces. So is North Korea trying to go green? Or has their waste management system failed? And while this whole story may sound absurd, Kim Jong-un says there's a reason for this trashy attack. Our next report explains.
Look at a gunnery school in Fort Monroe.
In the annals of history, wars have been fought in multiple ways, with weapons, with resources, with ideology. But North Korea is fighting a conflict in a new way, with feces. Yes, you heard that right. It's a trash war, and South Korea is bearing the brunt of it. On Wednesday morning, Seoul had a warning for its residents. They talked about an air raid from the north. Now, when you hear that, you would expect missiles or rockets. But what they saw were balloons, over 260 of them. They were found in 8 provinces of South Korea. And once opened, they were filled with trash, waste, feces, and more.
It was so creepy and scary. That balloon could have fallen down because North Korea designated a specific target. Everyone was so scared at that moment. I wondered what would have happened to us if there were not just rubbish, but virus or chemicals.
Now, the exchange of balloons is not new between the two Koreas. It was used in the Korean War, especially for propaganda. In 2016, North Korea launched balloons with material that attacked Seoul's leaders. In one launch, the balloons contained toilet paper and cigarette butts. South Korea, too, did not hold back. It responded by sending balloons that contained cash, banned K-pop music, media content, and choco pies, because the snack is also prohibited in the north. So what did the balloons that Pyongyang sent today carry? Well, most of it was rubbish, like plastic bottles, batteries, soil, shoe parts, and even feces. South Korea asked its residents to not touch them and even report any suspicious objects.
I heard a loud sound of something huge falling down. Then something started flying around the road and police officers set up the police line right away. The investigation team came to the field and began the probe.
But what explains this trashy move from Pyongyang? The trigger was a balloon attack last month. A South Korean activist sent banned content across the border, like leaflets condemning Kim Jong-un, and it looks like the North had had enough. So they hit back. Pyongyang called it a tit-for-tat action. Imagine the work it would have taken. It's a feat that combines the precision of a military operation with the creativity of a middle school prank. Meanwhile, South Korea's military condemned the act, calling it a clear violation of international law. In many ways, this rubbish war is a fitting metaphor for the state of international relations today. Amid wars, climate change, and economic crisis, we find ourselves dealing with poop balloons. It's a reminder that sometimes the pettiness of politics can overshadow the pressing needs of humanity.
South Africa's May 29th elections.
It was the start of change in the country.
We are on the verge of history.
I am standing here at the forefront of change where voices echo the call for action. The nation grapples with an unemployment crisis. As South Africans prepare to cast their votes, the question looms, will the winds of change usher in a new era, or will the legacy of the past maintain its grip on the future?